Getting ready to take on spring? Make your first move with the reliable performance and power of Steel battery tools. From hedge trimmers and mowers to string trimmers and more, right now you can save $50 on select battery tool sets. Real Steel. Offer valid on select AK system sets through June 16, 2024. See participating retailer for details.
What's good? It's Colleen Witt, and Eating While Broke is back for Season 3. Brought to you by the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. We're serving up some real stories and life lessons from people like Van Lathan, DC Young Fly, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and many more. They're sharing the dishes that got them through their struggles and the wisdom they gained along the way. We're cooking up something special, so tune in every Thursday. Listen to Eating While Broke on the Black Effect Podcast Network, iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Obviously, we know pads haven't come on yet, but when you're going against Andrew Thomas, what is that good on good like? Because we saw you put a pretty nasty move on him the other day, and that never happens to him.
You said never happens?
Never happens to him.
Nah, it's been a constant battle between me and him. I embraced the opportunity, so ever since he got back, because he wasn't practicing in the beginning of OTAs, but ever since he got back, I've been on his side. We're definitely gonna get each other better. Today, he kind of got me a little pissed off. He edged me out today. So, tomorrow we got to battle. We got to get that back, for sure.
What side preference? I know we've asked you that. On which side you rush from?
Nah, I don't. I can rush either side. I've been rushing both sides since I've been in the league, since I've been in college. Since I've been playing ball, actually. But now I don't have a side preference.
It's obviously early in training camp, but you've had the spring and now a little bit here in the summer. What's your impression of how they're planning on utilizing you?
I haven't been dropping a lot, so that's that looks good to me. As long as we keep those numbers to a minimum, I'm fine. I'd rather be going forward.
What's the obviously Bowen's defense is a lot based on the front four. It's not a lot of blitzing. When you guys know that it's all going to be on your shoulders like that, how do you guys take that challenge?
I take it seriously. And with that being said, today we had too many quarterback scrambles. I don't think we kept a tight enough pocket today. It's still early. We're still learning how to rest with each other. So it's going to take time, but day by day we're going to get better. But I do take it seriously, and that puts a lot on our group. And I think we got the guys to do it.
When we talked to you in the spring, you mentioned your early growing connection with Kayvon. How's that developed, and what have you seen?
It's still been going good. We had a competition yesterday in that last call-it period. Whoever got the first sack had 25 push-ups or something like that, and he got it. So I give it to him for now. But yeah, we're still having that friendly competition. It's gonna help us get better.
We asked you about Kayvon a lot. I'm curious what your impressions of Azeez Ojulari have been here, because he's a guy who's been a pretty effective pass rusher when he stays healthy, but he's had some trouble staying healthy.
Nah, he's a great pass rusher. He's very natural. He has natural ability. It comes very, very natural to him. I think he's very gifted. Just his build alone, he has extremely long arms and natural leverage. So that makes him, a premium pass rusher as far as his build. But he's been doing great so far. I expect big things from him this year.
I know you lived it, but have you seen the Hard Knocks about how the kind of trade went down and involving you?
Yeah.
What did you think?
I think it's an interesting side of the story, to see the background of how things actually go, the operations of it. Other than that, I went through it, so I know the ins and outs, but just to see that side was interesting.
Were you surprised at what the end price was for you? I'm not talking contract wise. I'm talking draft pick wise, considering, you heard that conversation with them, and maybe Dan's kind of was joking, but hey, you got to give us 2 first rounders, And it ended up being what it ended up being,
Well, I'm surprised now. I didn't look too deep into it as far as the picks or anything like that, compensation. It was just, I had to get ready for the transition, so I was more focused on that than what they gave up.
Shane said that his staff was up till 3 a.m., I guess, the night before the trade happened, working out a contract with your agent. When did you find out Did you know before the trade that the contract was already in place and you were just waiting to hear?
Found out when y'all found out.
I hope not.
Come on.
I hope not. That better not be true.
Yeah, I found out when y'all found out. Same time it came across y'all ticket, it came across mine.
What was important to you in that? Like, obviously the contract. Like, what was your priority?
Stability, security, you know, being able to call, you know what I'm saying, place a home for a while, you know, going through those contract talks were tough, you know, not knowing what was going to happen, what the future had held before me or whatever. But, you know, that was his main thing, is security and stability, you know. So, yeah, that was it.
Brian, you already had a familiarity with Dex, but what's it like on these practices to be out there with him?
It's a process. We have to, you know, we have to really prioritize that process. You know, it's gonna be day by day. I learned how he rushed because, you know, I never rushed with him. So, learning his moves and what his go-tos are, what he's thinking, is gonna be a main part in our success this season.
Does he ever amaze you?
Does he? Yeah. Just look at him. A guy that big should be moving that fast, you know. And when he takes grown men and talking to the side, yeah, it's amazing.
You've seen that a bunch of times already on the field, and I'm talking about training camp wise.
Yes. Yeah, without pads, yeah, it's crazy.
We'll take two more if you got it.
How has that connection between DL and OLB groups kind of been developing? I know you guys were
Say that again?
The connection between the outside linebackers and the defensive line. You guys were working together in the spring. How's that been developing?
It's coming along. It just has to keep getting better. Like I said, we're still a new group of guys, you know. So we have to learn each other, what each other's thinking. So it just takes time. But so far, it's well. It's going good.
Does the
Last
first
one.
heads kick in for you, kind of that next step as far as preparation goes, or are you still kind of?
Nah, definitely. First practice with pads, yeah. That's definitely the next step. That's a big step for this whole team. To see where everybody's at physically, their mentality. It's going to tell a lot about our defense, how we come out and go against our offense. So it's definitely a big step, and I'm going to put a lot of emphasis on that to our defense.
The following is a high-five moment from highfivecasino.com.
Welcome to Burger Yippee. Would you like a hot apple pie today?
Yes, yeah, I won! Woohoo!
So that's a yes on the apple pie?
I just went big time playing High Five Casino on my phone. Real cash prizes, free daily rewards, over 1,200 games. Yeah!
So yes or no on the apple pie?
Whoa! I won again!
I'll take that as a yes. Drive around.
Have you had your high-five moment today? Only at highfivecasino.com.
High Five Casino is a social casino. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Play responsibly. Conditions apply. See website for details.
High Five Casino.
Vitamin Water was born in New York City because New Yorkers needed a drink that can do it all. Because we can do it all. Like walk 30 blocks in under an hour, follow 4 of the city's sports teams at once, and spend all day in the Chinatown arcade. Drink Vitamin Water. It's from New York.